Welcome back to the Sledgehammer's Edge Powerpack series. And yes, it's been quite a while since I was with you. That's because I have been spending all this time passionately crafting amazing content to empower you. And I've got a whole new series full of very, very empowering videos made just for you. This particular power pack, I would like to address stress and anxiety. I think we've gone through our lockdowns, we've gone through the COVID death knell, should I say. And of course, now we are in the post-pandemic era. And believe me, I have observed that the stress levels and anxiety levels of people have just shot through the roof. So I thought, why not start off with the first power pack after a long time with stress and anxiety. So let's share my screen and let's see what we have here. Sledgehammer's Edge Power Pack, 6 sledgehammering steps to beat anxiety. Now, before we get into the steps to beat anxiety and stress, what is stress and anxiety? Let's explore that. Number one, it's a feeling of fear, dread, and uneasiness. 2, it is accompanied with physical signs such as rapid beating of the heart, profuse sweating, and nervous twitches, etc. 3, experiences of restlessness and a feeling of being constantly on the edge. 4, uncontrollable feelings of worry and increased irritability. 5, concentration difficulties and sleep challenges. And 6, high levels of insecurity. So each of these are clear signs of stress and anxiety. What causes stress and anxiety? Let's explore that. Number 1, fear of the unknown. 2, negative thinking. 3, financial concerns. 4, conflicting relationships. 5, toxic work environment. 6, personal triggers, past memories, environmental, health. But let's be honest, the first one is actually the most important one, the fear of the unknown, which actually, when we are faced with a certain adverse reality, we tend to start imagining what would be the effects of this adverse reality that we are confronting now. And so what happens is we look at, oh my gosh, if this is happening, this is going to happen. If this is happening, that is going to happen. If this is happening, that and that and that is going to happen. If this is happening, that and that and that and that is going to happen. What are we doing? We're taking a reality and punching in so much of imagination into it that this whole small little reality, adverse reality, becomes a huge issue. But in actual fact, the reality is only 5%. 95% is your imagination, which then causes all your negative thinking, financial concern, affairs become even huger financial concern, affairs, conflicting relationships, toxic work environment, everything then starts rolling into one. Now, Dan Millman says, you don't have to control your thoughts. Millman says, you just have to stop letting them control you. How true? You don't have to control your thoughts. All you have to do is stop letting them control you. So therefore, what are the 6 sledgehammering steps to beat stress and anxiety? Now, these 6 steps are very, very comfortable ones. But if you are suffering from a very deep sense of stress anxiety, then please reach out to me and we will traverse a journey together and I will help you conquer your stress and anxiety. In the meantime, let's look at these. 1, mindset. You are what you think. You are your mindset, and your mindset is you. So therefore, channelize your thoughts to positivity. Fill your mind with gratitude. Meditate. You see, unless you don't get your mind thinking positive and not negative, you are not going to get a handle on your stress and anxiety. And one of the ways I do it through filling my mind with gratitude. And this is what I do. Every morning, for at least 5 or 10 minutes, I sit down on my balcony and I fill myself with gratitude. Gratitude towards myself for who I am, for all that I've done till date. I look around and see all of my achievements, all the comforts I've given my family, all the commitments I was able to deliver, and I feel grateful. I look at things that people have done for me, and I feel grateful. I look at the love, faith, the respect I get from so many people, and I feel grateful. And it's when I go through this phase of measuring every iota, every source that I have to be grateful for, my mind automatically becomes very positive. And then, of course, meditate. You know, meditation is $1 billion industry because everyone pays billions of dollars just to learn how to meditate. And I find it so unusual because our mind, our body, our soul, when combined, there are a lot of things that these three dimensions put together do. And therefore, a lot of things are natural to us. You ask the world's best swimmer, how did he become the world's best swimmer? And you know what he'll say? All he says is, I just learned how to be buoyant in water. Swimming just happened. You ask the world's fastest runner, how did he become a fastest runner? And he'll say, all I did was balanced my walk, brought in perfection my walking, and started increasing the pace. Running just happened. In the same way, don't ask how to meditate. It's a natural thing. All you got to do is learn to sit still, in peace, in patience, and with resilience, not to jump around, just to sit. Believe me, meditation will happen. Meditation is all about going deep inside yourself, traversing a journey within, and connecting with this amazing, powerful inner being that is within you. You get into that space and you will become a powerhouse of positivity. Just sit. Meditation will happen. Lord Buddha says, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Breathing, the second most important thing. Pranayama, our sacred Vedantic experiential heritage. Breathing is the very root to either mental chaos or emancipation. Controlled practice breathing liberates human beings from almost every mental ailment conceivable. Have you ever seen a child breathe? An infant lying down, sleeping and breathing. It is so uniform, deep, right from the diaphragm. Somewhere along the line, we have lost to actually understand how to breathe. We've lost the system to breathe for the simple reason that we have got so caught up in our lives and every negativity that happens around us that stresses up so much that we become very light breathers. But breathing deep, slow, and with full awareness is what will keep your entire mind and body well-tuned and de-stressed form. Believe me, breathing is a very simple act. You're doing it all the time, except that you don't concentrate on it. You don't concentrate on whether you're breathing right or wrong, and therefore there is no quality breathing happening. Concentrate on the breathing. Deep breathe in, wait for a couple of seconds, deep breathe out. Wait for a couple of seconds, deep breathe in, and just keep repeating this consciously throughout the day. Dalai Lama says, as you breathe in, cherish yourself. As you breathe out, cherish all beings. This is called breathing with awareness. The next, diet. Your body is what you put into it. And that's very important. And what you eat determines how healthy you are. Maintain a balanced diet. You are what you consume. Proteins, for example, lowers blood pressure, boosts metabolism. Complex carbohydrates, for example, increases serotonin in the brain. Keep your vices stemmed and drink plenty of water. Dehydration has an adverse effect on your stress and anxiety levels. These 3 points are absolutely self-explanatory. You are what you consume. Period. Jim Rohn says, take care of your body. It is the only place you have to live. Isn't that true? Journal your thoughts. This is something I have been doing for decades. Speak into a journal as you write. When I write, I actually talk as I write my sentences out. Right? Transfer all your thoughts onto paper. Empty your mind out as you write. And then bury the journal once it's filled, if it helps. You see, when you write and you speak as you write, you are bringing out everything that's stressing you, everything that is bothering, out of your mind onto sheets of paper. By transferring your thoughts there, you empty your mind out for fresh thinking, fresh knowledge, fresh, new, positive absorbing. Sometimes, if I'm very stressed and I actually fire it out on paper, I tend to tear that paper up and bury it so that those thoughts are now not even in my journal. It's deep buried somewhere. Maintaining a journal is one of the best things you can do to handle your stress and anxiety. Ernest Heming says something very, very simply. He says, write hard and clear about what hurts. Don't be politically correct. Don't be diplomatic. You're talking to yourself. Just be straight and to the point. Workout. Life, there's no tomorrow. Believe me, I have been working out religiously and relentlessly for the last 54 years of my life, from the time I discovered I could run. Exercises builds up resources that bolster resilience against stormy emotions, decreases cortisol, stress hormones, increases endorphins, chemicals that naturally boost your moods. Maintain a regular schedule for exercises, just not exercising as in when you think you need to exercise just because you're feeling stressed. No, a regular schedule is very, very critical. In my case, 4:30 in the morning, I'm up and out. Every morning for 2 hours, I'm working out. Better physical health is equal to better mental health. This goes without saying. And Kenneth Cooper says, the reason I exercise is for the quality of life I enjoy. Finally, the sixth most important sledgehammering step, mentor your way to a healthy mind. Don't go alone. You don't have to. Connect with a mentor who you are comfortable with. Mentors are very, very passionate healers. Connect into mentorship communities. Oprah Winfrey says, a mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. Isn't that true? Every mentor will allow you to see the hope inside yourself. So get yourself a mentor and enjoy a stress-free life, an anxiety-free life. And here's something that I would love to tell you about. This is what I once wrote out in one of my journals. We are just a speck on a planet revolving around the sun among a million universes. And yet we have the power to compassionately love, to genuinely care, to tenderly heal, to fondly nurture, to daringly protect, to passionately empower, to inspiringly transform, and to create a better world for all of us. And yet, we are just a speck on a planet revolving around a sun amongst a million universes. Just imagine how tiny we are. Minuscule is the right word. And yet, we get stressed up, we go through anxieties, everything negative happens for no rhyme or reason. While we have every quality within us to create a better world for all of us. This is my website, www.anand.in. This is my email ID, anand@anand.in. And if you need to reach out to me, please do that. So I just hope that you've had a wonderful journey with me during this session. There's a lot more coming up, but do remember that as your transformational catalyst, as your life mentor, I am always there with you. If you need me, just reach out to me and I'll be there with you to traverse an awe-inspiring journey for a long, long time together. So you take care, have a wonderful life, be well inspired, be blessed, and see you next in my another fascinating Powerpack crafted just for you.